Jen from Tater Tots and Jello, and I'm showing you how to make a really easy envelope back pillow cover with cording. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to want to find a pillow cover of the size that you want. I'm using a 26 by 26. Then you want to cut out the front of your pillow. So for me, I like my pillow covers to be a little bit tight. So my pillow for the front is just about 26 inches. I added about half an inch to all the sides for the seam allowance. So it's 26 and a half all the way around. So that is step number one. Step number two is you're going to make the back of your pillow enclosure. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure the total of the front and add 6 inches to the back. So you want it to be 6 inches longer because it's going to fold over itself so you can put your pillow inside. So there's going to be a 3-inch overlap. So what I did was I took the 26 and a half inches, I added 6 inches, so that's 32 and a half inches long, and then I cut it in half. So these are the two halves right here. So that is step number two. Step number three is for the cording. So let's just talk about cording really quick. There's a couple different sizes. There's a big size and then there's a small size. And for this project, I'm using the big size. So what you want to do, because the cording isn't very cute, is you want to cover it with what kind of material you're going to put on your pillow. And I have a contrasting kind of color that I'm going to use. It's just a white material. So I'm going to cover this. So you want to have a piece of material so that you can put your trim inside of it and fold it over and sew it. So for a small cording, you could do this with about 3 inches of material, and then you're going to fold it over and sew it right here like this. But for the larger, you want like 4 to 5 inches. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put your cording inside of the material, and you're going to sew it with your machine. And come over to my machine with me really fast, and I want to show you something cool. So almost any machine that you buy is going to come with a couple different types of feet. So the foot, this is the regular foot for regular stitches. So what we are using for the cording is the zipper foot, and that makes it so that you can get really close into your cording. And I'll show you how I'm doing that in just a minute. So when you sew the material over your cording, you are going to want to use that zipper foot if you can. Okay, so I've done that. That is step number 3. So step number 4, I have my cording is done right here. See, it looks nice. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cording onto my pillow cover. So here's my pillow cover. I'm going to put my cording on. And what you want to do is, you don't want to start at a corner. You want to start kind of not in the middle of the pillow either. Probably like about 3/4 of the way down one side. You're going to start it, and you're going to sew it. But first, we're going to pin it all the way around. And you want the cording to be on the inside on the right side up like this, because once you put your back on your pillow like this, you sew it like this. Then, when it's all sewn, it's going to have the cording that's going to come out. So that's why we're doing it that way. So we're going to pin it all the way on. And another tip for when you're doing this, it's kind of tricky to get around the corner of your pillow. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut just before you hit the seam. And you're going to make some small little cuts. Here, come closer and I'll show you. So when you're pinning it on, can you see that? See how that makes it more forgiving on the edges. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to pin it all the way around. And then we're going to sew it. We'll sew it onto the front so that this will have a front on it with the cording that's on it. So we're going to sew that next. So that is step number 4, pinning. Step number 5 is sewing, and then I will show you what it looks like. So the last step that I talked about, we attached the cording onto the pillow cover. So here it is. And I showed you that little trick of how to camouflage the ends. And see, you can't even tell. Doesn't that look awesome? So that is how you make the pillow cover continuous. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the back of the pillow cover, and it's an envelope enclosure, which is a lot easier than doing a zipper. So what we did was we have our 2 pieces of material, and I sewed the seam of both of the sides so it won't unravel. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the right side facing together and sew this onto the pillow. So we're going to pin it onto the pillow cover, and like I said, there you have the overlap. See how there's, see, it's going to fit like that, and there's a little bit of an overlap, and that's going to hold your pillow in. So the next step is to sew this. You're going to pin it first, then you're going to sew it on, and then when you're done with that, you'll have your pillow cover and you can put the insert in. So that's not that hard. Okay, so we just finished all the corded pillows, and I wanted to show you what they look like all done. So here they are, and it's much easier than I thought it would be. I think if I can do it, you can do it too. And here's the back. So it's really cool because you can just change out all the pillow covers and just make some for different seasons, and it's just really easy to change them out and switch things up. So see you later.